Okay, so hello. I am just gonna set up everything. I am already set up with things, but just gonna send the links where we need to send them and stuff. Open up chat for myself and stuff, and we will be starting in a minute or so. So now, sending first on Discord. Mhm. Okay, so that's sent. Now mhm, 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 mhm. Mhm. Now that there, and we are okay. I And now just one more server to send it into. Actually, two more servers. Actually, three more servers now that I think about it. Now here, so mm, okay, now one more server, which is the Ocas community. And we are done. Okay. So, we will be starting, so let me just change scene up for you. That should have worked, it did. So, what we have right now, let me show you. We've got, this is not the final look, by the way, this is without the post-processing, so this doesn't look like that at all, while we have the camera in the scene, but, nobody said anything, okay, this worked, right? Yep, it worked, okay, so, I am developing this spawn system right now. What I'm trying to do at first is having network systems, player spawn system, yeah, right. So first, when you enter the room, and when you enter the online like scene, you know, you get a player root. So this is like your root object. This is like a player without a class, like, right? And then once the server decides that you are supposed to get a class now, it will assign it to you, and this is something that we are going to be working on today, this assigning a class to a already existing player prefab root. So let me check the chat. Okay, no, nothing, nobody. So here's that. CMD force class. Yeah, right. Game object. Now we're getting an error here. I'm pretty sure that there is an error. Let me see it once again. Yep, there is an error. There it goes. And all of these are here, right? Player root and the night guard, both are here. So that's not an issue. Player root is instantiated, player spawn system is instantiated, round system is instantiated. Okay. Current class none, at least that's accurate. Okay, okay, yeah, right. So, actually, nothing here still. Sad, but okay. Yeah, so let me change that so that the classes game object variable is passed on here rather than there. So now we have that, and let's just pass in 0, and this will not be that, but this will be an int class prefab index. Yeah. And now this will be classes. Class prefab index, and this will be my class. Players count -1. That should work. We are getting a component well, and yeah. Network server.spawn. Current class equals classes dot classes element. Can I do this like that? Actually, wait. Okay. Current class equals classes dot shit. There's nothing else, is there? I don't think the enum will be good enough for this then. Because I'll have to do this at the base of the index. I guess I could make a switch, but is there really a point? Yeah, there is actually. That'll be much more readable. Switch index of class. Case 0 current class equals classes dot none. Break. Case 1 current class equals classes dot purple guy. Break. Case 2 classes dot what was variant? Night guard. Okay, yeah, before we even make a case, we have to break the one before that. Case 3 current class now let me check what was the order in there. So back into network systems player response system. No player response system. Player root is what we want. So this will be 7. Purple, Night Guard, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Spectator. Okay. Night Guard classes dot Freddy. Break. I think that actually compiling a whole thing will be quicker. Case 4 Bonnie. Case 5 Chica. Case 6 Foxy. Case 7 Spectator. Great. I am not actually sure if this enum is even needed anywhere. But we'll leave it be for now. Void check update class status. Let's put it into another, this switch into another void because it's a bit cluttered. Oh yeah. So let's do this way. Update class status, index of class. Yep. So let me see if that works. So back into here, I'm gonna make it a night guard be everyone for now. we'll see if that even works. So let me just make it so that it's not 0 but 1, so that we spawn a purple guy, which is obviously not gonna be a purple guy yet, but just a pill. But okay, so let me check out chat here first. Looks good, thank you. I am trying very hard. So here, create server. Yep, we got it. Finished spawning a non-classed player. Then let's make a debug log on which player we've spawned. Or actually, we don't have to, do we? We've got a player root, which has got a night guard underneath it, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, so great. And he's got a camera. So night guard, you player root actually, with your current class hasn't changed. So that's one thing that didn't work. I don't think I have to worry about it though. Or do I? Or maybe it did change, but I didn't save that script with that one. Let me see it. Get component of class manager, command force class. So it took a class prefab index, switch index of class. I took a wrong variable, didn't I? Yeah, I took a wrong variable. What? I don't need those, both of those, do I? Yeah, I don't need both of those actually. Class prefab index is what I want. Yep. Now in here, I don't need to call it with the both of those, but with just one. So let me check chat once again. Okay. That's working, right? Right. Okay. So back there. Okay, we're spawning, so that's working. Now let's see if we are what we are supposed to be. So player root. Yep, we are a player purple guy. Great. So that works, and that would work if I was to change that class at runtime too. So let's how do I do this? Let's just run around a bit because I didn't for a long time and I want to, actually. Great, void. If I'm going to run around, why not maximize the screen actually? Yeah, feels better. Love that design. I don't know what's about it. It's simple, but it's satisfying. Well, maybe that's a bit overgrown. I'll have to fiddle with that around a bit, but it works. So yeah, that collision is pretty well done here, so that didn't disappoint me. That Chica is peeking through there, as I thought she would be. Okay, so that's it. Now let me focus on... Yeah, jumping also works. I don't think that jumping will be here for long though, because I don't feel like I need jumping, to be honest. But yeah, there's that. Pozdro z Harmonii. No cześć, no cześć. No to fajnie sobie robisz. No ale super, super. Jak najbardziej. Lepiej tak niż na Harmonii siedzieć. Yeah, so, wait, you actually texted me on... Ah, no problem, no problem. Okay, so, oh, yeah. yeah, we are getting started with having the movable classes. So let me now try to make a shortcut, test shortcut of some kind on the player root prefab. So players, no, not player spell system, like player root here, class manager. So let me try to make an update method really quick, and here if input dot get key down. So really quick, gonna check if we are, let's say 1. Yep. So with that, cmd force class onto the class called, I'll have to deal with the cameras overlapping yet, but that's in a moment. First, cmd force class, let's say class none will not work yet, but class 2. Actually, let's keep it relatively simple. So alpha 2 spawns 2, alpha 3 spawns 3. Now they won't differentiate much, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just see. But they will be differentiated because I'll see that they're different because they're different in the inspector. There won't be any differences between them yet because it's all the same prefab. But the differences are easy to implement from there. So I am now, let me see here, I am now a night guard, and let me see what happens if I try to, oh yeah, love that, that's great. Never mind. Let me see what happens if I try to force class myself. So 1, and there is a mistake. I've got 2 great pills being me. So yeah, I have to keep track of this player that was here before and actually destroy it before I. So let me make a private game object current class object if current class object doesn't equal null, destroy current class object. No, that will actually be a network server.destroy. And now this will not have to be like this because this will be just current class object. And now network server.spawn current class object. And this will work just fine, I think. Let me look at the chat right now. Okay, nothing new here. So back to the scripting. Okay, we are a purple guy, I believe. Let me check, make sure. Under player root there is night guard. Night guard is not properly named though. This will be a purple guy once I make a specialized prefab for being a purple guy. As you can see, all of the classes would right now be a night guard, but That's something that it's quite easy to make once I get the systems in place, you know. So I am Night Guard, and let me spawn myself as a, for example, a guard. So, yep, we have become a Night Guard right now, as you can see in the current class field. Here, Night Guard we are. Now we would become a Freddy. That's Freddy, just so you know. And those are our three options right now. We respawn very well. It all works. Man! I am so happy about this. It all works. Differentiation in prefabs will be very easy now. So from there we will be having to... Yeah, it's all actually working. I can pretty easily interact and first class somebody when I raycast them. So I detect that I, for example, jump scared them, so that I can change them into a spectator. Yep, it's all pretty well coming together this time. Okay, so there is that. Yeah, I'm proud too. And also, as you can see, the frames per second were much better because yeah, let me show you. Here we've got 600 FPS, which is insane. And remember that I'm streaming right now, so my computer is under a special chunk of usage. And now I've got around 400, right? So that's really great, honestly. And also it doesn't look bad at all. I pretty much like it. Yeah, jumping will probably be deleted by it, but it's here for now, so just for shits and giggles or something. And it's a stable 300 FPS while I am streaming right now. I mean, the map isn't quite as big as it's supposed to be at the end of the day, but I don't think that this will actually change very much. I mean, maybe it will change a bit, but it'll still be pretty stable. Okay, great. So there's that. Yeah, it's all coming together, I agree, absolutely. So now, what do I actually do now? I think I should start by making a round system right now work better. So, just like there is a countdown at first, which then you don't have a class yet, right? And when you don't have a class, you just wait for the round to start, and once it starts you actually become somebody and everybody is moving, right? So let me try doing that now. So to do that, what I'd like to do is first everybody could have a shared camera, I think. So I will want to go here, make a canvas, which would be a not overlay canvas. So basically that's a place where the user interface, so like just text and stuff goes, basically. 9020 by 1080 match with 1, and now under there UI text, and so now this no cameras rendering is actually pretty annoying here, so let me just make a camera here. This camera will be a UI camera, so this will go somewhere where it doesn't disturb anybody, so like -200, let's say. We will never be here as a player, so that's it. There's just all the way down, and doesn't even need that much. Okay, so that is just all the way down, and it doesn't disturb anybody, but it's just a black screen, you know? Yeah, so there's that. That will be a starting round camera. Yeah, exactly. And this will be destroyed once an actual round starts. Yes, that sounds like a pretty okay system. So now here, let's write something like, okay, waiting for players. Now let's make it a bit wider. Let's apply a font. So this will not have to be outlined because that's on a black screen. Yeah, like that. Center. Even more width, actually, please. Focus on it, please. Okay, so that's how it looks right now. So I don't think I need it this way, that big, but I need it a bit bigger here. Or maybe actually I'd like to have it like this. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I think it works pretty well. So now we're waiting for players. Now some kind of box maybe. So like UI image. What? Wait, what happened here? No. Delete that. That's unused. That's unneeded. Okay, so wait a moment. Okay, never mind that. Back to the scene. Actually, I'll check the chat here first while I'm at it. Yeah. So, yeah, back to this. F7. Yeah, right. So, let me just recreate that box so that it doesn't have a weird width or something. Have that a bit. Just checking. Yeah, it scales very well. Okay. So that's important actually. So now width of 400 works. Seems to be working. And 400. Too big. 330. Let's not 3000. Yeah, like this. Now do not recast it. However, a sprite I would like is a UI sprite. because UI sprite lets me have this nice outline on it, which looks very nice and I like it. And now inside I'd like to have an actually 310 will be enough, I think. Also, let me check that on 3 divided by 3 because that's something that we have to take care of so that it doesn't overlay anyway, anyway. Yeah, so it'll be better this way anyway, I think. So we've got waiting for players. Now they're inside this box. A next text, which would be 1. Let's just say like that. Good times. And it's entered. Now width of that and height of that, and that will be a much bigger number. So like, no wait, this will have to be like here. Now underneath it, next text, again, right font, connected, position here, with a bit higher, I actually like these 3 dots at the ending of that, so let me just add them. Am I satisfied with it? Not sure. Yeah, I know that the micro is buzzing. I am not sure what to do about it though. Yeah, I will be trying to replace it soon. I'm sorry for that. So yeah, there is that. Waiting for players. Actually waiting for players since that has a dot dot dot. Let me just move it a bit. Now we've got one connected, and let's say that a counter for when a round starts. So let's copy that and let's paste it into the name of the object. Now this will be a box, not a vox, but a box. This is connection count. $145 would be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. In that case, actually, yeah, that works pretty well. I like it. So the default will be 1, and this is connected text, so that we are specific. And now waiting for players. I will duplicate it, and now much less of round starts in 20 seconds. This will not be waiting for players 1, but this will be round starts in text. Doesn't really matter, but I like to have it clear and, you know, nice. So now here, just a bit more space for that, so that it doesn't break anytime soon. Now here, dude. Yeah, assaulted it well. Why would I change it? Really? It works. And while the system is working, why would anyone change it? That's what I think about it. And I actually very like this kind of style for the lobby, so why not? Why not, mate? Why not? So that doesn't change anything actually, so let me just have that all in the overlay canvas, which I will be renaming to start round starting canvas. Okay, event system, yeah, let's leave it. Now we've got the basic UI set up. So now that we've got that basic UI set up and it all works on all kind of great resolutions out there, doesn't break. Yeah, let me now start scripting it all so that it actually works. So round system is what I believe will be taking care of that. Let me check what round system actually does for now. RPC. Server uses a remote procedure call to run this function on clients. Prevents clients from running this method. Yeah, that's pretty much what I need here. So, on server ready to check to start round. What? Why? Don't get these two. Where they came from, actually. So, there will not be a check to start round, I don't think so. Or maybe there will. That's a kind of server start round, let's just call it. I don't get why this is here. So, this is not right. I don't like that. Let me make a counter for us. So yeah, great. Network manager lobby here. Collapse that, I don't need it. So there will be a sync var. Seconds. No. Sync var int. No, this will be float actually. Seconds to start equals 30, let's say, not 30, 15 at first, because yeah. Let me check a chat here. Hi everybody. It's okay, it's alright. Sorry for the Polish viewers, but I'm gonna cling on these streams to using English and English only, so don't ask me to use Polish, because I just don't feel like this is what I wanna do here, you know? And using both of those at once would be a bad idea, because that would be like for everybody, which would actually turn out to be for nobody. So I'm gonna cling with English, and don't ask me to use Polish in chat, please, because nope. So write to me in English also, because the primary target actually are the English viewers who are actually interested in the game, right? I mean, I'm not implying that you are not interested in the game, but like, okay, stop. Let's just use English, okay? Thank you. I'm speaking English. You speak in English too. Back to programming. Hi. So, yeah, that's bad. So now void update. Seconds to start. Minus equals time, not delta time. Now we will make, let's make a region. I don't like the regioning we've got here. Starting round. Base, let's say. And region. Now here we will have region updating UI functionality. Let's call it that. Now let me check chat here once again. Back to stream, okay. No, not here. Here, back to stream. Okay, not actually. One thing more I have to do. Okay. So, okay, to public and also to Aintain. If I decide so, I can change how it looks very quickly. So, really just, that's all placeholder-ish. You can... Don't overthink it. It's not a final version, okay? If I come up with something better, I'll change it. So, and functionality matters now, okay? Because it's all a first version, like first version. So don't bother me about that right now. Of course, you can make a constructive criticism for about it. That's not, but just don't go saying that it's all bad and that it's all straight out of SL just because it's not a final version. Let's stop at that. That's all you need to understand here, right? Uh-huh. Yep. So back there, back, all the way back. Yep. We are able to write again. So, um, let's make a client RPC. RPC, this will be... Does it actually need to be that? Let me first check. Private void, update connected users count. Do we have... So we can have a reference to count inside room dot global. Let me check. That's probably private, right? No, that's static actually. I don't think that needs to be static, but let's leave it at that. So network manager lobby dot global spawn system. Is that right? No, it isn't. Player spawn system dot global spawn system dot now we've got a players count, right? So players, not players. That's probably... Why would that be static? That actually doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to be. Would anything break? Let me see. Does anything break anywhere? I mean, it'll print it, so if it does it. So let me check if it compiles. Okay, everything compiles except for that. So, okay, yep, we're back here. Now, let me check chat once again. Hey, no. Listen, I'm not... you may try making an animation without my stream, as you wish, I guess, if it's bothering you. I hope it's not bothering. I know that my Mac is buzzing a bit, so I'm sorry for that. I'll try to work that out soon, because right now I'm not able to. But yeah, now back to there. Update connected users count. Global player spawn system dot global spawn system dot players. Yeah, got it. Okay, so that may stay static, I guess. Just so that it's all. But this doesn't need to. Player spawn system dot global spawn system dot players dot count. Now what about it? Yeah, that's right. So using Unity engine.ui. Wait, that's instantiated, right? I'd have to go get component quite a lot. Is that a good approach? Not sure. Yeah, I guess get component. And now I'd have to look for game objects, wouldn't I? Ah, that's a difficult decision. Because that object is instantiated, so it cannot have any references in scene, because it isn't in scene when it's it cannot be cached, so that's hard. But Unity engine.ui. Private players text. No, actually TM Pro. Private text mesh pro UGUI players text. Doesn't need to be capitalized. Okay, let me check chat here. Nothing new. Okay. Actually, let me check Discord also. Okay, back to stream. So now this will be player text dot text equals that dot to string. And should I do this each frame? I guess so. Date connected users count. Will that work at all? I have no idea. However, to check it, I will have to make a build. So first, player spawn system dot players. Yeah, so that will be like dot global spawn system dot players dot count. Yeah, right. Got a tag on Discord, so I'll check that in a moment. Here doesn't look like we've got any more errors. Now F8 Discord, where who pinged? Okay, nothing important, some global server shit. Actually chat, no, nothing new. Okay, yeah, so we're back here. Let me check if that works in build, because that's something I have no idea about. So, like, wait. It will not work when build, because I am assigning a class to a player once they go into a server, so I have to change that now. That's that was handled in the player spawn system, right? So oh, what the fuck. Yeah, so that's not needed, and that's how we force class from the other classes, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. Great. That could actually be a prefab of like class none, right? That would be pretty clever. So that it all gets automatically deleted once we are not a class none anymore. Yeah. Let me set it up like this, because that sounds pretty fucking amazing. Also, yeah, that wouldn't work because I didn't ever assign a reference to that fucking thing. Just a bit more before it will work, actually. But we are close. We are close. Or I think so, actually. I mean, I think so at least, but... Checking chat. Nothing new. Okay. Let me have that just a bit more higher. I am making a huge chunk of progress today. Don't think it needs to be that big. I mean, it may stay like this width, but height doesn't need to be that big. Yeah, okay, that's nice. So now that's connection count. Okay, so here in start I'm gonna have a no, I cannot make this like this because that would mean that this would be that all of this UI would be duplicated as much as players there are, which I don't think is needed because that's all the same. So when I think about it now, it would be much better if we just left it like it is and let it. So now global, not global spawn system, back to round system. So where is start? Start. So in start we will be what will players text equals find game object with tag, no, find a game object dot find. That's how it was. No, not like this. Ah, okay. Yeah, so game object dot find, and now the string will be dot get component. And now this will be text mesh pro UGUI. Now find a name. Let me have a name here really quick. Connected text. No, that's not it. Connection count. Checking chat. Wow, you're able to write dictando while watching a stream. Wow, I wouldn't be able to, I think. And public, that I would be able to do, I guess. That I would be able to do. Actually, watching Markiplier's videos isn't as hard as dictandos. I know something about that. So, let me check that now. I have no idea how that build will. Actually, before I even do that, let's see how many errors do we get here. Hey, it worked! It actually worked, look at that. We've got one connected player. I mean, the round will not start yet, but that's something we will be working on in a moment. So, just building up the game. I'm getting this. I'm actually getting this done. Look at that. So let me just open two games here. The names don't matter yet. So now there is this one. It's got one connected player. So it changed, but changed on the host, but didn't change here. Hey, but we've got something. Look at that. And also this beautiful ambience, doubled back. Doesn't that sound great? I know it does. I love that ambience. Doubled up shit. Great. That's real art. Okay. So now, what happened? Why didn't it update on the second client? It's something I'd like to know, because that's updating every frame as I see now here. So let me mute audio of this one and actually join here and check what's in hierarchy. I love that ambience. We've got 3 player routes, just as we should be getting. Player spawn system. Also, yep, this one has a correct number of 3 connected. So I think that this changes only on server. So this would have to be a client RPC function. Yeah, and then it will work. So I've closed the host now. Just as intended, it throws us back to the main menu. That's great. Hi Neon, hi Neon. That's not supposed to be inspired by SCP-ESL, but it is. And I'm not gonna lie that it isn't, because it is. And I know that it is. But listen, that's a fun game, okay? If something worked in SL, then why not use it here? So, doesn't matter the name right now, but yeah, what I was supposed to do is change the function into a client RPC. So that'll be with a tag of client RPC, and now RPC update connected users count. Now that'll break because I have to add the RPC to that. So let me make a build once again and check if that works. I guess it should. I am pretty sure that it will. So let me once again hear that beautiful ambience. Now it didn't work anywhere. Yeah, okay. So I'll have to make first a command and then a client RPC. Okay then. Yeah. So command private void cmd updated connected users count gonna, yeah, like this. And this, well, all it will do is just call RPC updated connected users count. And now we will be calling cmd because that's what we need to do. Let me check Discord real quick. Okay, so that's it. No, actually, let me check chat once. Two. Hi, Mattier. Also, nope, that's an exaggeration. I've got only 1,000 hours in SCPSO, not 2,000 hours. That's an exaggeration, public. Don't go making exaggerations, please. Because that's not cool of you. 1,000 hours, not 2,000 hours. Okay? Okay. Great. I think we are understanding each other. So, yeah. Now, did I build it? I don't think I built it. So, let me build it. And actually look at chat while it's building. Hey, thanks guys. It's far from being not actually not that far, you know. We are just getting the basics worked out. But yeah, so when connected, that works. Join. Sad, didn't work. Let the ambience flow. Let the ambience flow. Let me just check something. So it did work, but overlay canvas is obviously over everything. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, we're getting that working. I mean, we're not getting that working, actually. Doesn't work yet. Where were we? We were in the round system, so that's actually where I am right now. Why didn't that work, actually? Quite concerned about it. So, just for us to see if it's actually updating quicker than we do now, let me get it so that so that the default value here is 0, you know? And move it just a bit up. Chat now. Hello Diego Fernandez, I don't sadly understand you, but thanks for coming in. If that's what you said, hi. Didn't update. That didn't update. It definitely didn't. Is the round system here? It is. So round system. Wait, someone tagged me. I'm here for my uncle. You're here for your uncle, you say? That's curious. I am not sure who your uncle is, but I'll go with that. Great. Impossibly great. Still doesn't work. For that to work, what do I actually need to do? The closest I was to actually getting it working it was while it was here. Why wouldn't that work actually? Let me just disable that for the time being, since doesn't that work yet? It doesn't work yet. Server uses a remote procedure call to run this function on clients. It's not possible to call this from a server. Are we a server right now? But if we are a server, then wouldn't that mean that we could just straight away do RPC? But we tried that, didn't we? So let me try that once again. So it definitely shows that we're getting in. Also finishes spawning non-classed player, so that's great, because the player doesn't have any class yet, and that's actually what we want, right? That works, but it works only on host. You know what I would make? Sync for float, not float, that'll be int connected players equals 0 at first. Now, no problems with that, no problems with that. So, connected players equals exactly that, except without count and without toString. And now this will equal, no, this will equal connected players toString. expected a... Oh, yeah. Is that right? I guess it would be right, but let me just check. If it's a sync var, then it's supposed to be syncing over network. So if we are going to be getting the values out of a sync var, then it'll all be working great. Because I guess this just... Oh yeah, I know why it wasn't working now. I mean, I'm not sure about the command, but command and RPC shit, but I'm sure about why it wasn't working on the factor of the other things. One connected. Well, shit. So that doesn't still update, sadly. Let me check chat. The problem is that this object, like the round system, doesn't exist on clients, and that may be the real problem here. Now that I think about it, none of these functions are really called on the anything else that is not the server. So to get that right, then what I think I will have to do is change a bit how a round system works. Oh man. Because if that's all not syncing over a network, wait, I might actually know. Each player gets his own player spawn system, doesn't they? Oh shit. Yeah, that might be a reason. That might be a reason. let me see if that's true, my current theory. So I'm gonna host here, and I'm gonna join here. You've got your own player spawn system. That's wrong. That's not how it's supposed to work. Or is it? I'm not sure. Hey, but at least here it shows that 2 players are connected, and indeed 2 players are connected actually. Yeah, I think that I am running out of brain power for today, so I think I'll be ending this here. That was a very nice stream. I made a lot today. I really made a lot. A lot of things. I'm just really happy that it worked like it. Like that. Because, yeah. We have nearly got the basics in place. We are like this much from there, from having these basics all in place and being able to start throwing off just to actually developing the game. Because right now I'm just developing multiplayer systems, right? Okay, so thanks for everybody who's been here longer or shorter, but anyway, and yeah, bye.